So good morning to all the viewers, and here's the first ball of the game between covers. Gets them off the mark very easily. Dragons is Devashish Bakshi coming up the order along with Om Fatte. So Raghuvir Kukarkar. Dragons winning the toss and electing to bat first. So I feel this decision has come because this team has already reached into the qualifiers, and they will be thinking, yes, now we can test ourselves. If at a time in qualifiers in the morning game we are going to lose the toss and we have to bat first in that situation, this is going to be a great practice for us. And I think, yes, sometimes you have to test yourself before the big encounters. And maybe I feel it's the right decision here from the captain Vaibhav Naik. Anyhow, they've got a pretty good batting lineup. If they had elected to bowl first, they don't have a target in mind of defeating the Warriors. They will play without any sort of pressure, and the roles will be given, assigned to all the batters. And that role, they would like everyone to fit in the role before the big one. Nicely played. Should get a boundary there. He likes to play that shot. He wanted to hit it over mid-wicket region, but gets it inside part of the bat. Well, Raghuveer Kukalkar will feel that he has missed out on the wicket there, but I think he has played it decently enough towards the fine leg for boundary. That's the first boundary of the morning coming from Debashish Bakshi. And he's very watchful, I must say. What I've seen of the first three or four balls that he has faced is very watchful. Otherwise, he just takes a lot of risk and goes across quite early into his innings, Devashish Bakshi, sir. And I think he has decided this is the time we don't have any sort of target. I just buy my time and choose the right balls to hit the balls for boundary. With the fielding restrictions, he is always going to not worry about the fielders close to the ropes as well. He's a flamboyant cricketer throughout his life. He loves with a positive intent. He always attacks at the beginning. Even when T20 was not invented, he was that kind of cricketer. A decent start here from Raghu Kukarkar. He has been one of the bowlers who has been difficult to hit for runs. Although he doesn't bowl with express pace, but the length and the ball that nips off the surface, I think that's a very handy bowler to have in the. Oh, this is in the air. This should be a chance. It's been taken. I told you he's a very handy bowler. Nothing short, absolutely no fit movement. Wanted to go lofted shot in the air, and he has succumbed to the pressure. The Warriors have got their first big one, and the celebrations begin. So they have brought in Sunny Kamath, Dr. Sunny Kamath. Oh, he's knocked him over. Oh, this is not the best defense shot. Right in the block hole. So back-to-back wickets here, and the Warriors are on a roll. Wow, this is a great start here. Oh, he wanted to just block the ball and just went in between the gate, and no, that's not how you do it. And now he has to go back to the dressing room, and he has to think about this shot. So the end of Debashish Bakshi, and two big blows here for the Dragons. Not the best of the start, winning the toss and electing to bat first. They are definitely under the pump at the moment. Certainly not the best of the mornings for the Dragons, but a fine morning. A good start here by both the bowlers. In fact, Dr. Sunny Kamath picking wicket of the very first ball. It was a wicket of Om Ferte. He went after the bowling to go the aerial way, didn't time the ball. You can see the ball also didn't come onto the bat nicely because of the slight moisture content. The ball is holding onto the surface, and the shot making, especially the aerial ones, are not going to be easy. You got to pick up the right ball, and in comes Yogesh Dalal. Very nicely bowled, very nicely bowled. They're bowling well. And once you pick up two early wickets in the morning session, in the morning first 15 minutes, it's always a string in the strides of the entire team. They know that they've got the best of starts, and now trying to put pressure on this middle order. Sudesh Rani and Yogesh Dalal, the two combination, the two batters don't have played that much of a time out in the middle. It's the other batters that have faced more balls and scored those big runs for the Dragons team. He was not amongst the regular goals of this team. Sudesh Rane missed in the first half of this season 10 for Dragons. And even in this one or two innings that he played down the order. Now, opportunity here to come up the order. Definitely a good cricketer. He's played a lot of cricket for Kurcharam Youth in GCA division. Sudesh Rane played in the past. That experience and skill is there. Very well run here. Yogesh has to be careful about running between the wickets along with Sudesh Rane. He's not getting any younger. And if you have a look at the previous game, they had a struggle in between the running among the partners because of the age difference. See, that's the problem. Any younger player that will have taken the single there, or to someone like Sudesh Rana, you cannot blame him. So we got to be sure about taking the singles. Yogesh was confident, but not Sudesh Rane. 10 for 2 at the moment in the second over. Looking good. This is a better over here. Starting off well. Dr. That's good line, good length, very good. Just shaved away from the left-hander. Little bit of purchase, I must say, for Dr. Sunny Kamath. End of 2. Good start. A wicket in that over for Dr. Sunny Kamath. 10 for 2 after 2. A win is a must here for the Warriors. We have seen the Tigers heading through. It will be interesting to see the run rates of all these teams, especially the Stallions. They are going to watch this game on YouTube, and certainly will be feeling the heat as Dragons lost couple of wickets in the first over itself. They would have liked Dragons to win it here against the Warrior side. And all those players must be having a look at the proceedings of the game. And it's good to see Raghuveer Kukarkar getting one more over from the captain. He is better off bowling the first two overs. Even he can bowl him the first three overs because he is getting slight movement. He bowls a very good length. A new ball, he's going to be very effective at the ball. Yeah, I told you he's going to be very effective. Very effective. That's the perfect length that he needs to bowl. The ball also kept little low. Going for the cross-batted heel, Sudesh Rane. Not the best of the choice of the shots. And three are down. Three Dragons back in the pavilion for just 10. Raghuveer Kukarkar strikes the second blow for his team. In fact, his second wicket for him and third wicket for the team. Here is the points table, and here is the points table I was mentioning. Stallions minus 0.079 and 0.009 is what the Warriors are on. So these are the only two teams yet to be finalized. The fourth spot, the third spot, you can very well say the Tigers. Doesn't matter who is at third or fourth, but third or fourth are going to play the eliminator game. It's very close between the Stallions and the Warriors. And with the start that Warriors have gone, three wickets of the Dragons, and they will be hopeful, the Warriors, that with this start, certainly they should bank themselves to get another few wickets in maybe another 5 overs or so. That will put the Dragons under tremendous pressure. It's more pressure on the Stallions, in fact, rather than the Dragons. Dragons are certainly going to at least be at number 2 position. Morning, we have seen many a times teams losing wickets in heap. If you try to play across, sometimes there is a little bit of movement in the air. Sometimes the ball comes low off the deck, and sometimes the ball keeping little bit of low, just like a low bounce happened to Sudesh Rane, but not the right of choice of the shot. The slog sweep, as we call, very early in the morning is not the best shot. He had not played so many deliveries before he had gone for that shot. Raghuveer Kukarkar, what a player he is, what a bowler. With his age, he used to bowl a lot quicker than what he's bowling at the moment. He's just two steps and he's bowling, but the length and the line that he bowls, he knows that that is more than enough to trouble any sort of batters. You don't require a lot of movement, you don't require a lot of pace. Just a little is going to be quite enough. Once again, you can see the movement there. Little away movement. The ball racing towards the fence. Should be a couple of runs there. Anup Borpar going after the ball in the third man region. How well he's bowling Raghuveer Kukarkar. This has been a fabulous spell, I must say, from the owner of the Warriors. 3 overs gone. A wicket in this over. 12 for 3. Dragons. They opted with the same combination after a wicket of the very first ball in his spell. Dr. Sunny Kamath has been persisted here by Govind Lotlikar. He knows this combination is working here. This might be the same combination if they go through to the qualifiers that is going to be opted by Govind Lotlikar. But a victory is must here at this point of time. Oh no, this is a risky run. This is very risky run. Trying a backflip there. Backflip is the forte of Akil Lavande. I've seen two backflips by a wicketkeeper. First time ever hitting a bullseye right on the wickets. He was not watching the ball and without looking at the wickets, he just backflipped. And both of those backflips hit the wickets and got the batters out. Amazing, I must say. Should be proud of that moment. I think he definitely practices that. It doesn't come often, just like in one game you are having two backflips, especially in non-professional circuit. Even you try 100 times, you might hit just one time the backflip. A good phase here, very good phase, and captain is backing the bowlers at the moment with the short covers. The fielder in the point region coming up close. They know that this is a very good phase for them, and this is the time they need to pile up the pressure on the batters. Don't give them the singles. Don't allow them to rotate the strike. Keep more men even after the power play overs. Just 14 on the board. Sudhish Sheth and Yogesh Dalal are on the crease. And once you bowl 2 or 3 dot balls, the batters, especially these batters who are not used to dry spells, not used to handling the pressure of these dot balls, try to go for a wrong shot, just like how you can see Sudesh Rane went for that cross-batted heave. Oh, what a ball that is. That ball just stopped and turned. Squared up, I must say, Yogesh Dalal. You can see is a close stance, and once you have a close stance as the batter, then once the ball pitches and turns, you are going to just find yourself in the middle of nowhere. The ball is going to turn, and the defenses are not going to come handy for you. That ball was certainly a very good delivery from Dr. Sunny Kamath, one of the best spells that he has bowled so far in this competition, and he's been consistent with his line and accuracy. So another over has gone by. They are moving at just 4 runs per over. The Dragons 16 for 3. That's another one missed here. They are running very slowly at the moment. An opportunity of a run out, and he had to scamper for that. I think was very poor running, not following the partner's call, not watching the partner rather than watching the ball where it has gone. 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 So if you are not getting the boundaries, you should convert these singles into twos, and that's better here. That Ragul Kukalkar is continuing with his third over. He's bowling well with the new ball with these conditions which are conducive to medium pace bowling, and is certainly doing a bit well in cricket. Many a times when the ball is swinging too much, you always find edges missing, even in international circuit. But when the ball is deviating just a bit, that is where you find edges, the inside edges chopping onto the wickets. More opportunity when the ball is deviating from the surface, just a little bit compared to vast movement. Some bowlers swing the ball way too much. Someone like Bumrah, I think you can see how he's bowling, just using the seam movement, and the ball just does a little bit inside, little bit away, and that is exactly where the bat goes towards the bat and find the edges. Wide another one. So certainly looking to get a couple of runs. Not the best of the overs from Raghuvar Kukalkar. Just straying down the bit, bowling outside the off stump. Has been very good in the first two overs, but not so much. Just trying to flick away on the leg side, and he finishes his spell pretty decently. 2 wickets and just 16 runs. Crucial 2 wickets by the owner of Warriors. End of fight, 25 for 3. Oh, this is a wide ball. They're going for a single run out at it. Non strikers and direct hit. Ketan Kunde should have been behind the wickets. I was not ready for that throw. No ball called here by the umpire Kitan Kunde, starting the proceedings. This has been his big problem. Is unable to control this ball and has considered wide on both sides of the wicket. Is given more runs in the form of extras. I think he should try and curtail this off at the moment. This is the best time to bowl. They've got 3 wickets, and Dragons are certainly not with the best of the starts. If you bowl well in these areas, I feel there is still movement on the deck. Although his 5 overs played well on the leg side, there's a fielder there, and it's been stopped inside. Should get at least a couple of runs. He's not the best runner between the wickets. You can see that you have to scamper for that couple. He's watching the ball, and that is the reason why his pace is decreasing when he's running. The first one, he doesn't run hard. You just have to watch the ball when you're turning, whether the second is on or not. If you keep watching the ball, you are going to decrease your pace. Not the best of the techniques to take the runs. This is much better. And they should nudge around. They should take these singles and keep the scoreboard to somewhere around 5.5 runs per over. Nicely played. So Sudhir Sheth changed the batting order entirely. Vaibhav Naik will be batting a little bit lower. Aditya Prabhu as well. He will wait for his chance. They got good batting lineup, and this is the time to give batting to someone who has not got chance to bat, and they might feel yes, we might need their services, especially in the qualifiers. You never know. I think that's the reason why they won the toss and decided to bat first to test themselves under those conditions. If at all they lose the toss in the qualifiers or the qualifier one, or if at all goes into qualifier two, or even the finals are going to be played under lights, so the dew factor might play a effect. But here the conditions are a little different, especially in the morning, first half an hour or 45 minutes. But then the conditions ease off once that moisture content goes off and the sun intensifies. This time nicely flicked on the leg side, very well, shuffling across on the offside and just clipping it fine on the leg. And a good shot here, very good shot from Yogesh Dalal, getting the boundary. That is exactly how you should do it. Once you're strong on the leg side, just don't try to hit the ball too hard. With the pace of the bowler, is going to go around for boundaries. So in comes Abhishek Goyal. Let's come on to bowl. Very good and handy leg spinner. Is the marquee player and certainly a good all rounder. Can do the job in batting, bowling, pick up wickets. Leg spin is not an easy art, and leg spinners, if he can bowl around 4 to 5 balls in the good areas, and if the fielders back him, is going to be handy on this wicket. That's better. That's better. Nicely played off the back foot, punching it down towards the long off. Govinda, I feel need to get more fielders inside. Don't allow them those singles. Let them take the risk, because if you delay the incoming of Vaibhav Naik, that's the best scenario for Dragons, because he's anyhow, if he comes late, he's just going to blaze it away and get his run rate to a very good level. Anything above 150, and with the way they have played in the entire MCL season 10, the attacking mode, keeping almost 5 6 fielders inside, not allowing any freebies or no easy singles inside the circle. Things won't be easy for the Warriors. So they need to keep this score as minimal as possible. Going steady at the moment, I must say. 37 for 3, just around 6 runs per over. Once you have lost 3 wickets early, not for the middle orders to just hit the ball for boundaries and sixes. That there is a time that comes where you got to be patient. You have to wait for the opportunities. Looking to play a late cut here. He's not offering too much of pace at the moment. He's just bowling it loopy balls, not too much of pace, lighting the ball. So even if you play a risky shot down towards the third man, at the most you are going to get. Oh, I told you he's bowling well. He was looking for a pull shot. It was never too short. It was right in the good length areas, and absolutely no position to play that. Sudhir Sheth, and that knocked his stump. So the middle stump is gone for a toss, and in comes Adit Prabhu. That's better. This is much better field. I feel that short mid wicket. Ask him to play across. Ask him to go for the cross batted shot, and even if he taps for just a little depth down towards the leg side, there is a fielder there in the mid wicket that is not going to give you easy single. That's what the fielding must be set for the new batter. Don't give it away easily, especially rotation of the strike. That's nicely done. That is exactly how you need to come onto the front foot. He will be watchful. He's got lot of time left in this game. Abhishek Goyal comes and strikes and gets rid of Sudhir Sheth. 7 overs gone, 39 for 4 Dragons. And that's the end of another wicket. Yes, he has taken a catch and looking for two wickets there. And that's the end of wicket number 5. Half the side back into pavilion, leading edge there. And Yogesh Dalal heads back to the pavilion. It's 42 for 5. So now is the captain's arrival. Vaibhav Naik is not the best of the scores. What we see at the moment, 42 for 5 in 7.5 overs. Would have liked a good start given to the team by the earlier batters who had not batted for long in the previous outings, but that has not worked. Certainly has not worked for the Dragons, and now onus on both these batters to resurrect this innings, reconcile, and get them to a good total. The Warriors certainly will fancy the chances, not winning the toss, but doing a fabulous job in the first 8 overs. It's 43 for 5. Sliced away towards the backward point, and that's raced away for 4 runs. Well, giving him that much of width, he is the man in form, highest run getter of season 10. Don't ball such a delivery to him as easy as you get. Goin Lotlikar, the captain of Warriors, has come on to bowl to the captain of the Dragons. Once again, lovely driving. It fielded well in the deep. The fielder had to do a lot of work. First, he had to do a work towards the right hand side, now towards the left hand side. showcased all the shots in the book in the entire competition, right from the slog shots towards lovely drives, the on drive, the off drive, the cover drive, the slashes. And that's the reason why he's the only batter I can certainly say has scored more than 200 runs. And he has done it easily against all the sides. He's looked in absolutely no trouble against any bowling attack, Vaibhav Naik, and has always controlled his game whenever they were in trouble. Dragons in this entire season control the game in fielding behind the wickets and control the game with his batting. And Aditya Prabhugaonkar need to see that he needs to give more strike to Vaibhav Naik. And by the time he gives more strike, Vaibhav is going to accelerate and Adit can buy his time. That's how you got to pace yourself, especially for the 35 plus innings. You are not getting to get 50s and 100s to score. Here is a 35 plus for every player that is coming in. So 9 overs gone and 52 for 5. Team Dragons. They actually wanted to drive the ball, sliced it towards the backward point region. Raghuvel Kukarkar is livid with himself. He knows he's apologizing. He should have bent towards the ball. Not easy when it is coming down towards the point region. The ball comes quickly, but I must certainly say very well played here by Adit. Instead of playing it straight towards the extra cover, just sliced, opens the face of the bat. Nicely bowled. Oh, thought that the ball is very, very close to the wicket keeper in the second attempt. Then watched it, came back behind into his popping crease. Certainly bowling well. Yeah, very good shot. Punch down the ground. After getting a boundary, just rotate the strike. That's the job here with Adit Prabhugaonkar. He's done a very decent job for the Dragon side, but I felt he might also do a good job setting up the order. But they feel that they need handyman who can get those 25, 30s playing alongside the captain and even later on with the lower middle order and tail orders. So his role becomes crucial, and how they are going to use him in the qualifier one is going to all matter, especially the batting order. Sometimes I'm not convinced by many of the sides sending the batting order. They put them under the pressure, under the match, the opposition conceding, giving too many wickets early on. So batting order has to be the right one. You got to send up a batting combination that gel very well as far as running between the wickets is concerned. Someone who are a difference of maybe around 5 to 8 years of age category who are batting right now at the moment. You can see Adit Prabhugaonkar, Vaibhav Naik. They are going to match each other very well as far as running between the wickets is concerned. Left and right hand combination. All these factors are being considered by the team and think management. So halfway mark of this first innings is 58 for 5. Here is a betting scorecard. This Vaibhav Naik, the only batter so far with getting who has got 200 plus 202 at a strike rate of 126, 360s and 21 boundaries, high score of 40. Pranav Biche is at number 2 position at 197. How good he has been, Pranav Biche. He's not going to get any more chances. Nikit definitely is going to get because he's playing on 183 at a good strike rate of 110 with 16 and 18 boundaries. And that's how the batting is going on. Vedant Naik is getting better and better with every innings. Three of the Tigers batters are in the top 5. Kapil Sinaiborkar is going to hope for a victory for the Dragons in this game. And here is the bowling stats. Is Siddesh Prabhu Alvekar right at the top with 10 wickets. He's got a match left. Somay Naik also with 10 wickets is joining him. He's played one match less. Om Fatte, in fact, 2 matches less. Om Fatte is into the 3rd position. There's the Dragons side. 9 Viraj Tar of Stallions with 9 wickets. Shailesh Redkar with 9, but his job is over now. They are not going to play any more part in the qualifiers. And if you have a look at all these scenarios, there is hardly any top run getters apart from Siddesh Arvekar of the Masters. No one, many from the Masters who are leading as far as top 5 batters or top 5 wicket run getters or wicket takers are concerned. But that side is actually at the top at the moment. That's because everyone is contributing in almost every different game. They've got different performers, different heroes in all games, and different players contributing to the side and winning the Player of the Match award as well. Someone like Angad might not have scored 100, but how impactful he has been in this entire competition. Just comes and bats 8 or 10 balls and gets a quick fire 35, 38 run. Within no time, changes the entire complexion and scenario of the game. So you might not see them in these top orders, but they are certainly contributing immensely for that side. Prasad Ghode played a magnificent knock as a captain's knock, playing alongside when they were around 85 for 7 runs, 7 wickets, in fact. I think the Tigers are just coming as a unit. Vedant is coming up the ranks. He's got towards 180. Smith Darvi has been consistent. Nikit has also been consistent. Nikit Naik always gives them the good start at the top of the order, so they are going to fancy their chances against any side playing in the eliminator. Looking good at the moment, the Tiger side. Dragons have a few players who have contributed in a big way, especially the captain and Om Fatte. Om Fatte has got runs as well as picked up wickets. Vaibhav Naik is among the top run getters at number 1 position. Little contributions from others around. So that's how the team should be. It's not just about one player contributing in almost every game, 1 or 2 players. And that doesn't make you win championship. If you want to win the crown, is the contribution from everyone. Although it can be a small, but it can be invaluable at a particular moment. That is what the Dragons and the Masters have been able to get from all the players around. Worked well on the leg side, looking to push his partner for a couple of runs and gets it easily in the end. The man was deep in the cow corner region, so too easily taken. Cracked away off the back foot, protection in the deep, but moving the feet nicely. It's all about using the feet well. off the front foot or coming off to the back foot. If you have a strong feet movement, if you have picking the ball nicely from the hands, those batters who pick the ball right early, what is the trajectory, whether I have to play off the front foot or the back foot, have scored more runs. You expect someone like Vedant or someone like Vaibhav to score more runs as they have played go under it or at state levels. That's expected from Vaibhav Naik. They pick up the length very early, especially against the other bowlers around who are not playing in the professional circuits here in season 10. And that's why they have been enlisted in the marquee category. Driven nicely. This is a good phase here for the Dragons. They are building up a partnership. Warriors will be hoping they break in and break this partnership. This is the big partnership. If they want to win this game, they have to get one of these two batters out early. If they play for another maybe 4-5 overs, is going to be a decent total for them to chase. Anything above 140, 150, I think Dragons with their captaincy and the fielding setup are going to make life a lot difficult for the batters of the Warriors. Webber knows there is a lot of time left in this game. A lot of time. 9 overs is a lot of time and a lot of overs. So you can say in T20 format when your half the side is back in the pavilion. He cannot set the pace at this moment. If there was a partnership and his incoming was delayed, maybe in the 13 overs, you could have seen him blazing all guns, going after the bowling. Here, he required to just calm down, compose, and just move around at a strike rate of just 100, 110. So that marks the end of over number 11, 64 for 5. That is good shot. They are taking a quick single there. And good running between the wickets. That's what I mentioned. Once you have got a partner who gels well and combines well, takes quick singles inside his circle, and that also keeps the scoreboard ticking along. So Dr. Rowan Budway ad has been introduced. Oh, that's good drive. Straight to the man. Rishabh and Rowan Budway. Very different concept of bowling. He bowls medium paces and moves the ball slightly. He got to bowling wicket to wicket here. Just cannot give width to any of the batters. This is better. Just around that length. Maybe a meter short. It's going to be handy. He's bowled well in patches, I must say, Dr. Rowan Budway. He has picked up wickets as well, and he has conceded a lot of runs when he has given width and pace for the batters to work with. When you are bowling with that much of pace, you got to be bowling just around the off stump or just outside, not too much width, not straying down the leg side as well. That also makes problems for the wicket keeper when you stray down the leg side. You can see the fine leg is somewhere close to the backward square leg region. So it's not swiner, but it's squarer. And if you are going to bowl anywhere down the leg side, it's going to create problem. This is much better length here. This is the length that he needs to bowl consistently. And a pretty decent start here for Dr. Rohan Badwe. End of 12, 66 for 5. That should have been stopped. That should have been stopped there by KK. Just gives away easy single. They cannot afford any loose stranglehold on the grip at the moment. Vaibhav is not running away with the game at the moment. It's just 15 of 15 balls where Adit Prabhugaonkar is going on 12 of 15. He is certainly going to see the condition in 15 overs and then set the tone. Has not seen the intent of going for that big shot on the leg side so far from the captain of Dragons. That's a good shot. Very well fielded in the point region. It was purposely kept just in front to stop the single. Not seen Rasik Vaikhot in this lineup so far. They opted with Sudesh Rane, Sudesh Sheth at the top of the order. We expect Devashish Bakshi and Om Patti to come up as openers. They have played well in most of the games and they scored as well. They have just played with the middle order. That's nicely bowled. That is very nice bowling, not providing the width. And as you can see, the batter is just shuffling towards the offside. If you bowl him that particular length and if you can straighten it, it's an effective ball against the left-handers. Problem is the consistency. That's still better. Not too much of it. Played it well, but there is a protection in the deep in the point region. Be bowling there and there about for most part of your spell. That is where you got to be restricting the opposition. For the viewers who have just joined us, is the captain of Dragons winning the toss, electing to bat first, testing themselves before the big game of qualifier 1 against the Masters on Thursday morning. And that's the reason why they might be playing the morning's game on the Thursday, and certainly they feel that yes, if we lose a toss and we get betting, and if we are into this sort of situation, this is how the test comes in the crucial games, and how we are going to come up under the circumstances is being tried here by the captain Vaibhav Naik. So another over successfully countered. A good over here, I must say, from KK for the Warrior side. 69 for 5 after 13, 7 overs remaining. How much they are going to get? You will see Vaibhav Naik going after the bowling at some point of time for sure. Has got enough patience so far. A lot of cricket going across Goa in different formats. We are into the 14th over at the moment, and Dr. Rohan Badveya into his second over. First one was a decent, and I think is bowling well today. Not bowling too fast, not bowling too slow, and this was also a good length, good delivery here from him. If he can bowl around 4 to 5 deliveries in that, he's certainly going to get more wickets. And also the captain can set the field. He can set the short up mid wicket. He can put up a short covers a point. When the problem arises is the width outside the off stump and straying on both sides of the wicket. He cannot afford with the pace he is bowling. He's not a bowler like Rishabh Kukarkar who just flies and tosses the ball in the air. Or for that matter, Abhishek Goel. Bowls little quick balls. That was in the air. Very good attempt in the point region. Very good attempt, I must say. Diving towards the left hand side. Not easy. Almost got it in between his palm. I think it's the captain Govind Lotlikar. If at all anyone would have taken this catch, it could be among him and Dr. Sunny Kamath and Abhishek Goel. Those three men are the better fielders in this side. They're quick, athletic, agile. The ball kept a little low, but I think still the width was there. It will get much closer to the off stump. This is a very good phase here for the Warriors, in spite of captain being out in the middle. Looking to play the shot, but still not getting the timing right. Placed it well, really placed it well. Playing with a straight bat and looking to pick quick double there. And once Vaibhav is there with you, he's going to pick it up easily. He runs quickly for the first one and just turns around for the second. Italians must be watching these games very, very closely from their homes on YouTube, and will be praying for a big innings from Adit Prabhu Gaonkar and Vaibhav doing so at the moment, but not the way that Italians would have hoped. It's the end of 14-72 for 5. Cracking shot, just 2 steps down, and you knew that it's going to be 4 runs. Well, you don't have to speak about the timing once it is Vaibhav Naik out in the middle. Lovely cover drive. You can see that the ball was a little bit in the air, but when it has been crisply timed, it's sheer timing there from the left-hander. straight like an arrow and always safe once you hit it straight. Is it a first intent here from the captain? I told you, now looking to play more shots. Anything pitched up is going to be dispatched down the ground. Lot of shots in his repertoire. Just love the batting prowess of this man and the way he bats all around. He's got all the deft touches, the nudges, the drives, the cover drives, the square cut as well, even the scoop shot and that big heaves, cross batted heaves. Picks up the length very early. That's the sign of a good batter. Once you pick it up early, then the shot making becomes even easy. It's moved into 22 of just 22, so there's exactly 100 run strike rate. Adit is moving a little slowly, playing on 16 of 22, but as you can expect that when you lost 5 wickets. Once you lose so many wickets, then it takes time for the batters, especially coming at number 6, number 7. However, they good are the batters. Once you are coming down the order at number 8, number 9, you don't have too many options. You don't have the partners to work around for singles, taking the doubles. And you see 5 of them heading back to the dressing room. And you feel that this is a partnership. We need to stay. We need to have our defense is strong. Leg by signal here. And that's the time to catch up here for the Warriors team. I think this phase has been seen here by both the batters. They countered them very well with singles and boundaries in between. And will be looking to accelerate in the last 5 overs. Already started. Yeah, already started. He's looking to play more shots. Now he's played down the third man region. Well, no chance for anyone there. Mahesh Kucharkar Bhaiya. Well, he just kept watching the ball and he had no other options. The pace was provided. He just opens the face and just gliding it down towards the third man region. So 2 boundaries in this over. One straight down, one behind the wickets. End of 15, 84 for 5. Dr. Ron Budway into his last over. Very good spell. Just considered 5 runs. That's what I mentioned with the bowler having this ability of bowling wicket to wicket with the pace that he's bowling. Is not going to give too much of time for the batters to work around, but you should see that he just bowls very close to the wickets. And is going to do a good job just like this one. He has been inconsistent in the previous game. This has been a good outing here. You should expect more shots from Vaibhav Naik at the moment. That's nicely bowled. Nicely bowled. No chance. Oh, they're taking a single. No. Was sent back by captain. That's the advantage of bowling little quicker because it doesn't allow that much of time. That's why he's got that short third man just fine now. How much do you expect in the next 5 overs? Vaibhav is anyhow going to get around 10, maybe 12 at the most. And after Vaibhav departs, the owners will be on Adit Prabhugaonkar, and the batters coming later on. Ankush Patil is there, who can run hard, who can also just tong the ball for those boundaries and sixes. But they rely heavily on Om Farte at the top and Vaibhav Naik, both the left-handers, to do the bulk of the scoring. I see this projected score going at somewhere around 140, if at all, at the best. If they do anything better than 140, getting close to 150, I think they will be very happy with their performance. Oh, that's the one. That's a meaty blow. That should go out of the park after a long, long time. That's the first six of the innings coming from the captain, Vaibhav Naik. He's waited for a long, long time, and finally it has arrived. So another six here from the captain. This is the first of this innings for the Dragons. He moves on to 33, and the score rapidly moves on to 91. As expected, the fireworks from Vaibhav Naik, and he might just get a single and might be looking to go on 34 after this one. Oh, this is the error. This is the error that comes on after you are being hit for a six. And they should stop that. It's been so good up till this point of time, not conceding any wides, bowling wicket to wicket, now conceding 3 extra runs. Once you are hit for a six, that tests your patience, that tests your skills, that tests your temperament out in the middle for a bowler. Is he going to pick up a single or going straight away for a big one? Yeah, he looks to get a big one. That's been scooped high in the air. Chance, and he has never reached there. So just lucky there. Lucky that he's still surviving on the crease, and he moves on to 34. He went for the big one. So now moves on to 34. Definitely the opportunity is going to come later on, maybe after one ball or two balls, to go for that 40 run mark. 95 for 5 in 15.4 got towards that 6 runs per over mark at the moment, the Dragons side. Clipped away very well on the leg, and now Vaibhav Naik will be looking to pick up one more six, get towards his 40 run mark, and get to the team 100 as well. Is definitely going to eye the leg side, the mid wicket, and the wide long on the region. That is his hitting zone, the big hitting zone. He is definitely going to lift this one. I told you he's going to lift this one, and that's going to be one bounce and 4 runs. Another 35 plus here from the captain. How good he has been. He has been consistent. Get him wherever in the batting order. At the top, at number 5, number 6, number 7, wherever. And he is going to give you a 30 plus on a regular basis. Captain is certainly has got this team, and that's the 100 up here for Dragons as well. A boundary. He got his 38. He is going to head back to the dressing room, and certainly going to get a big round of applause from the Dragons camp, and also from the Stallions sitting back home watching this game. Another well crafted and well knitted 35 plus here from Vaibhav Naik, the captain. And after his departure is the arrival of Dr. Ankush Patil. Last 4 overs, and it's going to be Adit Prabhugaonkar who is going to be on strike. So in comes the captain, Govind Lotlikar, to bowl his second over. So far, wicketless. Bowled a pretty decent first over. Warriors have done a great job at the moment, but I feel they need to restrict this Dragon side to under 140. Wrong shot here on the leg side and a misfield. Well, this is not the best fielding effort. Wanted to pick up on one hand and throw it. Well, it's conceded three extras. It should have been one out at the most, 2 runs. Clumsy effort, I must say, in the deep by KK. Good shot, nevertheless. He has got power in his shoulders here. He backs a punch while hitting, using the strong bottom head, and don't believe in nudges. Got to see. I told you he's going to play his shots and he's going to hit it the hard way. Radhi Prabhugankar has got both the styles. He can play with soft hands. He can also wait for his opportunities, and also when the time arrives, he can play the big lofted shots. The running between the wickets is going to be now much better, much quicker. Ankush just runs around and is a hard runner. He's an athlete. He's a proper athlete. Not only a good, decent all-rounder in the cricket, but a fabulous badminton player. He's already got a start to this innings by picking up 6 runs of just the 3 balls that he has faced. Aditya has moved on to 20. Looking to pick up more shots and some few boundaries. Yeah, that is what going to happen. Running with the wickets is going to improve drastically, and they are going to pick up a third as well. Error from the captain. Are they going to pick up a fourth one? No, says Ankush Patil. They move on to 111 and for the loss of 6 wickets. That marks the end of over number 17. So that's the end of Adit Prabhugankar. Just coming down the ground and looking for a big one, and has been stumped here. That's the end of it, but he has played a good part, good role, and you can see the wide ball, purposely bowled, intentionally bowled. Well fought innings here for Adit Prabhugankar, giving company to his captain, and now thought maybe the last 3 overs left, I need to go for the big ones. And in comes Surasik Paikot. Must give credit to the bowler as well. He saw the intention from the batter is coming down the ground, and purposely bowled it wide outside the off stump, and a good quick slow work here from Sudeep Faldesai behind the wicket. Another one this time should be a wide and should be biased as well. They should stop these runs. There are already four wides. I can understand the wicket taken. That was a good, sensible bowling. But another wide outside the off stump, and someone like Rasik Paiko, they just come new onto the crease. So 4 runs have been taken without bowling a single ball at this moment. That's exactly when you need to bowl. He's not the one who is going to just hit the ball too hard for you. If anyone is going to do the damage, it's going to be Ankush Patil. This was another wide ball. Could have got an extra run there. He's still bowling wide balls. Rasik hits the one straight back, gets a single. Rushabh Kukarkar into his third over, picked up 2 wickets, crucial wickets, I must say. One was stumping of Adit Prabhu Gaonkar. One was of Yogesh Dalal, leading edge. You can see the pace is not provided. He's bowling slow in the air. That is his style. That's how he bowls. He makes the batter to hit the ball hard and get your runs. No pace provided whatsoever. 116 at the moment. Not gone away with the game at the moment. The Dragons. Just around 14 balls left. You expect them to get around maybe 20, 25 runs. That will get them towards that 140 run mark. Yeah, another wide, way too outside. So almost the fourth or fifth ball that I've seen so far bowling wide outside the off stump. This good running with the wickets. It's a good running with the wickets. Ankush Patil is anyhow going to reach there. Even if he starts little late, he's like a express machine. He's like a bullet train. He just within no time he just transfers and moves on quickly. The end of 18 overs, 119 for 7. Straight to the fielder in the short covers. They want chance against someone who has got a strong shoulders. A gym instructor and the captain, Govind Lotlikar, marshalling that covers area. Yeah, slightly wide. So many wides conceded here by this team. Uh, I don't expect that to be bowling against someone like Rasik Paikot. Yeah, you can think about bowling slightly wider for someone like Ankush Patil. A dot ball. Time missed here. Not happy. Certainly getting 2 runs. It is Bhaiya who is going to run hard. He doesn't have the strong throw, and look at the running within the wickets. Another 3 runs taken. What could have been 2 has been converted into 3. That's why Ankush Patil is an important member of this side. It brings a lot of agility and athleticism to this side in bowling, in fielding, as well as running between the wickets. Oh, that is a cross-batted shot missed by off stump by just a slender margin. You expect these shots to be played at the moment. You can't blame the batter. We are into the fag end of the innings. They want to get the big ones and try and get as much as possible. Another one, this time missed by the batter, and he hits the bullseye. He's been magnificent today, Dr. Sunny Kamath. He picked up a wicket of right of the first ball of his spell and picks up a wicket into his last over as well. So 123 for 8 into the 19th over. So another good over here from Dr. Sunny Kamath. What a spell from him. Just 11 runs conceded and 2 wickets in his 3 overs. 19 gone, 123 for 8. Still on 123, and here comes the last over. I think Warriors have done a tremendous job. Almost every bowler chipped in with wickets, or if they have not picked up wickets, bowled economically. Here's the last over of this innings. A wide conceded by Abhishek Goyal. He's bowled 2 overs so far and picked up a wicket. That should be. That's a beautiful flighted ball, enticing him to come and down the ground, nowhere close to the pitch of the ball. And Rasik Paiko takes a long walk back. It's the end of wicket number 9 on just 124. Just nicely played on the leg side for a single. Now they have 3 balls left. It's 125 at the moment. As expected, 140 was difficult once Vaibhav had gone back to the dressing room, and Adit Prabhugaonkar departed quickly as well. And they were always going to struggle to get towards that 114 run mark. Once you lose 5 wickets in the early half an hour, and you are always going to find yourself under a lot of pump, under the pressure of scoring the runs, which doesn't happen because it's just a matter of 35 runs for one batter, and it's always their captain who gets them the 35. Not all are consistent, just like how the Dragons captain Vaibhav Naik has done in this competition. They'll be looking to pick a couple of runs there in the deep. Good running into the wickets. That's better, and that is a good finish here in the 20 overs. They managed to get 128 for the loss of 9, and 129 runs required to win here for the Warriors. Coming into back, 129 runs in front of their eyes and the position of the qualifiers. They will definitely be banking themselves to get that 129 runs. And Sudhir Sheth with the ball in his hand. Sudhir Sheth has been pretty good as far as the new ball is concerned. They've got a man in the slips. They got a deep third man and deep extra cover. How is Vaibhav Naik going to take this game? I feel that he is going to put man inside almost for most time of this innings, and going to see how their bowlers are going to play. This is in the air. Has been played very well. Should be a boundary. Width was given and he slashed and slashed hard. That's how exactly you need to play once the width is given. Intention was playing over the point region. He played it and gets a boundary. Good start here by Dr. Sunny Kamath. Once you are at the back of a very good spell, 2 wickets and just hardly conceded any runs, you always have a feel-good factor. You suddenly start more confident about yourself. You believe, and suddenly the strength, the focus, the intensity comes back on your side. This is in the air. Oh, just short of the fielder, or was it a chance? Looking at it, it was definitely not an easy one by any stretch of imagination. It was hit fiercely by the batter. It was dying down. He had to be low. Devashish Bakshi. Certainly a good try. Any youngster would have been there who was a better fielder in this team. Maybe Ankush Patil, Adit Prabhu could have gone a little bit quicker, or even Om Fate for that matter. We have seen many catches in that short covers position where the batters play it in the air. Now 4 in the backward of point and just in front. Short covers, point, backward point, and short third. This time he placed it once again, driving the ball. With that single, they rotate the strike, and it's the captain, Govind Lotlikar, will be on strike at the top. They need a decent start. The asking run rate is not a huge one, somewhere around 6.5 runs per over. That's not going to daunt and haunt them. It's all about having a steady start, just similar to the previous game for the Stallions. And once you get a steady start by the openers without losing any wicket, then it's assess the pace for the middle order very easily. They don't have to then play some rash shots. It's about steadying this partnership. Opening pair always sets the tone. They've done a very good job of bowling and keeping the Dragons under 130, 128. I think they would have taken the, certainly if anyone would have asked them before the first ball had been bowled. A good start here by the Warriors, going the steady way. End of 1 over is 7 without loss. So the immediate introduction of Om Fate in just the second over. It got Kapil Angle. I have not seen Kapil Angle, so that means he is not available today. They have given chance to other players around. If Kapil was there, he could have seen him bowling with the new ball, bowling the seam up deliveries, very effective at the top, bowls that hard length consistently, and moves the ball around. Picked up 9 wickets so far. Om Fate is challenging the top position with Siddesh Prabhu Arvekar, who is at the moment with 10 wickets. 10 wickets for Somay Naik. Siddesh will be having one more match, one more game in his hands. Well, he's done a very good job as far as bowling is concerned. Not too expensive economy, also well in control, and pretty good average for a bowler as well. As the medium pacers, we have not seen too many in this season 10. Most of the teams have got spinners in their ranks. They believe that spin is going to be conducive, but if you have got two medium pacers and if they can get start in every game, that's the best scenario for any captain. Kapil missing in this game. That's why you don't see him bowling in tandem with Sudhir Sheth. Oh, what a ball! What a fabulous delivery. You can see he was trying to just flick it away across the spin. The ball turned away. Not the best of the shots here from the captain. Even the bounce not only troubled the batter but also the keeper, almost close to the chest height, just below that. This was more closer towards the leg. This time he flicks it away. He's got a strong shoulders, is a powerful player, and this was a better shot because the ball was pitched more towards the pads of the batter and slightly fuller as well. Much better, much easier to just whip it on the leg side with the strong wrist and the shoulders that he has. I always say he has created a lot of men in the bodybuilding arena as well as a coach, gym instructor, Govin Lotlikar. He is the key man. They always rely heavily on him, giving them a good start, just like Vaibhav Naik. Although he has been little inconsistent, well, unlike Vaibhav, but I feel Pranav Biche was a little bit consistent in this entire season 10, although the team has not done well. We might not see him in these qualifiers and the eliminator. 2 overs gone, 12 without loss. Time in the air, sliced away. They have kept a man in the deep, in the point region. Is Razik Paikot fielding there? Sudhir Sheth. Sunny Kamath is looking to play more shots and not afraid to play the aerial shots as well. He feels that if captain is holding the fort at the other end, I am going to play my shots and try and get some quick runs in these power play overs. The situation doesn't demand going for the aerial shot, even with Najis around and hitting the loose balls for boundaries. Plenty of gaps are there when the fielders are inside in the power play overs. Oh, that is some shot. What a wonderful on drive here. Right head steady, punches it down, and that's another fabulous shot from the captain of the Warriors. He's looking good at the moment. Just slightly fuller, maybe not back of length, and he saw that opportunity and grabbing it very easily. No chance for someone even like Ankush Patil to cut that off. Sheer timing and a good placement. 17 runs already on the board. Two boundaries for the captain, and a boundary here to begin the proceedings for Dr. Sunny Kamath. Another one. This is even better than the first one. Just over the rope and goes all the way for 6 runs. Up and over the mid-on boundary. So he's cutting loose here and cutting loose in style. So already 23 on the board. What a comeback from the Warriors side. They were certainly not looking the favorites to make it into the qualifiers, winning back-to-back games, and went in with positive frame of mind against the Dragons in this game, and they're showing that here. Should be wide. Should be wide. Kapil Angle will definitely be missed by this team today. Not only in bowling department with the new ball, because he bowls seam up back of length, very effective, and he relies heavily on the seam landing on the surface and moving the ball a little bit in and away. Trouble many of the batters with his seam of deliveries. Someone like Sudhir Sheth, he relies heavily on the length, doesn't have express pace nor that help from the deck. Seam should land rightly. It's just happened because of the release of the ball. If you release it nicely, then you get the help with the seam landing on the pitch mark area and doing a bit. Sometimes even the bowler doesn't know whether it's going to come back in or going away. So it's difficult always for the batter. Whether for the swing you can track it from the hand, whether it's going to be in swing or this will be a chance. Oh, it was slightly away there. Thought that it might be a close enough chance towards the fielder, but if Ankush Patil can't get it, then many of the fielders in the Dragons definitely would not. 25 without loss in the third over. Next game is going to be the Masters and the Legends. Legends already knocked out of these competitions. Masters is at the top of the table at the moment. If Dragons lose it over here, then Masters will stay at the top, even if they lose against the Legends. They will be looking to get misfield here, costing another boundary. So not the best of the fielding efforts at the moment, and an expensive over here from Sudhir Sheth comes to an end. Is 3 overs gone, 29 without loss. So once again, played off the back foot. They're not afraid to play their shots now. They feel that this is an opportunity. Rajesh Chaugale has been brought and is in the power play overs. Straight to the man. If these batters go for around another 20 30 runs, I think they are going to seal the victory here for the Warriors camp. Certainly, just for one reason, they've got pretty decent enough batters lower down. Apart from only a big collapse that can defeat the Warriors here, this wicket is still a very conducive wicket to bat for the batters. Now the conditions are much better. You can play your shot across the line as well. If you pick the ball and choose the right ball to whack it on the leg side, you are definitely going to get returns for your shots much better than the morning session in the first half an hour or 45 minutes. The first shot that was played by Om Fate in the air, you can see the ball stopping there, and that's why he just scooped in the air towards the mid-off region. Now it's not going to stop. What the moisture content is there, it must have just eased off. And the best time to bat. And that's why Govind Lotlikar feels it's time to play some shots and get runs just in the beginning with the new ball. Nicely played. Not trying to hit the ball too hard, just getting a single. Is limping, is struggling with his fitness and that injury, the problem that he has, but he's still playing for his team. Is their icon. He's the captain. He's the marquee player. They rely heavily on him. He knows the importance. He must, even the team management must have spoken to him with regards to this. Good over here from Rajesh, just conceding 3 runs in the end of power play overs, 32 without loss. So Ratsik Paikot has been introduced here into the attack. Not seen much of Rasik Paikot in season 10, but Vaibhav is trying his options. So why not? They've got a cushion at the moment. And they're well through to the qualifiers, qualifier 1. So they get 2 chances, both the Dragons and the Masters. So he is looking for the options whenever the need arises. You never know when any of the batters or any of the players get injured. You might feeling short of one bowler, and there you might opt to bowl Rasik Paikot as and when the game demands. Nothing wrong in trying the options from the Dragon side. It's a clear, simple job here for the Warriors. Don't lose wickets, give a steady start, and I don't see them having any trouble in heading towards the 129 run mark. Down the leg side, oh, Rasik Paikot spraying down, and it should be easy 2 runs. Is he going to go for the third one? Going with the limping leg? I don't think so. So just 2 going to be enough. The leg by signal. Always animated, expressive, vocal about the game of cricket, Rasik Paikot. Just is a passionate cricketer as he is. Well, even with business, you can see him talking about cricket. Just a single. There is nothing other than a cricket when you meet Rasik Paikot. He will tell you about all the calculations and all the permutations, combinations, how which team is going to go through, what is the run rate, what is the option that they need to come and bowl in a particular situation. Is it the right decision or the wrong decision? He's always into the thick of things, always animated, always vocal. Sometimes overdone as well. Oh, mistake here in the field and hits for a couple of runs. They should be better in the field. The Dragon side, certainly the intensity is missing in the field at the moment. So, introduction of Jayaprakash Kunde. So, next 5 overs is going to be from the far end. It's 5 overs from Dinesh Sekanar Gallery, and next 5 overs from the other end. And well thought, I think, from the managing committee members of the MCC, just because it takes time to set the field. If you are going to rotate around the fielders almost every over, the 5 overs each side is a better option. And both the right-handers are batting at the moment for the Warriors, so the field is not going to change much. Doing it away easily at the moment, both the batters. They already headed to 40, a 40-run opening stand, and both have contributed decently, going with that boundaries and sixes against Sudhir Sheth. He has just raced on slightly at a quicker rate. A good strike rate maintained by him and Dr. Sani Kamath, also going at a strike rate of almost 100 plus. At no moment they have been put under pressure here by the Dragon side. That's better. So Jack Prakash Kunde, as a matter of fact, when whichever players are there in your team must play at least 3 games. And Jack Prakash Kunde certainly given a ball here is into his first over. That's in the air. Is it a chance that the fielder should be taken? It's dropped it and missed a chance. Not the best of the fielding efforts in the long off position here. I think it's Adit Prabhugaonkar fielding there. The far better fielder than the effort has been seen and a boundary has been conceded. So chance given here to Govind Lotlikar. Jayaprakash Kunde must be feeling I would have got a wicket over there with better fielding efforts. Moves the score to 45. Asking run rate is now around 6 runs per over. Trying to work the ball on the offside. The fielders closing in, coming quickly. Marks the end of 6 overs. A decent over here for Govind and his team. 45 without loss. Govind Lotlikar moves on to 26 and Dr. Sani Kamath playing on 16. That's the steady partnership that the Warriors would have liked. We are waiting for the last team in the qualifiers. Is it going to be the Stallions or the Warriors? Stallions certainly lagging in the overall net run rate. The best win they got was the last game yesterday, winning comprehensively by keeping 6 overs spare. It has definitely bettered that overall net run rate, but if they had maybe increased the pace a little bit more, then maybe that could have been even better. That could have put pressure on the Warriors side as well. Getting it into a quick time frame. Maybe a delay by maybe 2 overs, that is what I feel. But here, they are going very steady with the Warriors. They are under the back of back-to-back wins and looking very strong. Getting better and better every game. Sorting the combinations before going into the qualifiers is going to be the first point for all these teams. Your openers, your maybe one down, then number 3, number 4, number 5 can be thought about depending the situation. The bowlers who are going to bowl in different circumstances in the power play overs, at the death overs, which spinner are going to be brought against the left-handers, against the right-handers. Another wide here by Rasik Paikot. 49 without loss in the 7th over. Not the best of the spells from Rasik. Not only the wides, but he has been off length in this game. You can see now bowling outside the leg stump, wide outside, no chance for the keeper. They're conceding too many in the form of extras. Should be a comfortable couple of runs. So 3 runs added. He's already conceded almost 14 runs in his second over. Well, if he bowls like this, he's definitely not going to get a bowl in the qualifiers. Oh, no ball, no ball. No ball is the signal. Is it a front foot overstepping? Now the license to go for the big one here for Dr. Sani Kamath. Yeah, just front foot overstepping there. So error on the front foot. Now the field also changes. Yes, as the batter changes, Sadiq Ahmed is going to give it a full whack there, full power. Will eye leg side. I feel he's going to eye leg side. Another wide. So the free hit is going to continue. Is not bowled so far in this competition. So expect a bowler or someone who has not been given a bowl is bowling in his first game. This is the last league game. So this is going to happen. This is what is the lack of match fitness, match practice for Rasik Paikot. And even that agility is not there, not shown by Rasik Paikot. They know that sometimes when you have already qualified, the spirited performances doesn't come up because your backs are not facing the wall. There's hardly any pressure on anyone, and they know that we don't have to just dive around, get ourselves injured in the field. That intensity is certainly missing. Another no ball from Rasik Paikot. He has been totally off color today. He has been totally off color. He's saying, I don't want any more bowling. Already considered 16 runs and just 2 balls in the second over. So definitely going to be a free hit. The captain is having a word with Rasik Paikot. So he is telling him to go off. Maybe just see what is the reaction from Sandesh Gaonkar, the officiating umpire. They already reached to 57 without loss in just the 6.2 overs. Asking run rate is well under control, just around 5.2. Let's see what is coming up from the discussions here. Rasik saying, I don't want to continue at the moment. The way I'm bowling wides, I'm not releasing the ball nicely. So umpires is having a discussion with the captain Vaibhav Naik. Just cannot leave the bowling in the middle. He is not injured. I don't see an on-field injury. That might be the discussion. Let's see what comes out here. So Raksik Paikot has to come out of the field and the free hit is going to continue. The super sub has been effected here. Nirmal Das has come onto the field and the over has to be completed here by Yogesh Dalal. Rasik not having the best of the time today, not in batting, not in fielding, and not in bowling as well. That should be another wide. He is not a regular bowler here. He doesn't bowl much, so that you expect. There's a very, very lengthy over coming here from the Royal side. In fact, the Dragon side. Never saw such a lengthy over, but they have opted for different bowlers. So the bowlers who have not rotated their arms in the previous games and now trying here the options. Certainly Rasik Paikot won't be an option in the qualifiers the way he has bowled. Jayaprakash Kunde could have got a wicket. He bowled pretty decently so far. This hits down the ground. Distribute a chance. This should be taken. Oh no. Waited for the ball to come to him. I think if you are defensive in the field, not going towards the catch, that becomes a habit. You should always go towards the catch and make a good habit of uh, going towards the catch, trying to take the catch, even if it drops, doesn't matter. That becomes handy in a crucial encounters where there is a partnership you want to break. There comes a chance. That is a whacked. What a square cut this is. No one moved. Race in between both the fielders in the backward point and short third man. This is one of the most expensive overs and the lengthiest over in MCL season 10. Just the 7th over and they have cruised on to 64 without loss. And that is maximum. That is a biggie, a monster here coming from Govin Lotlikar, and a very energetic innings here from the man, from the captain. So captain playing the captain's knock, getting the score to 70 after completion of 7 overs. This almost 10 runs per over, and just 59 runs required, and lots of balls left. So Dr. Sunny Kamath playing on 19, cruising at the moment. 70 run opening stand given by the captain, and Dr. Sunny Kamath, the captain, goes back to the dressing room by scoring a quick fire 38 runs, and in comes Dr. Rohan Badwe. So Warriors are also shifting along their batting order. They feel that the victory is very much close to their doors, and they will be certainly eyeing the qualifiers position at number 3 or number 4. Number 3 and number 4 doesn't matter, because anyhow they are not going to get the second chance. First and second is sealed by the Masters and the Dragons. That's why you don't see the intensity much at the moment from the Dragons as well. They are just trying few bowlers around. Vaibhav Naik, see in a different situation and difficult circumstances, if I get these bowlers how they are going to respond. So again, right in the gap, very nicely placed. The fielder is giving the chase, but the ball is going to win the race. Very nicely on top of the ball, just rolling his wrist over, finding the gap and getting the boundary. Rohan Barve starts his innings with a very good square cut. Next game result won't have any game of bearing on the entire points table. This game is going to just give us the first four. And looking at the situation at the moment, it looks to be the Warriors because they are going at around 9.5 runs per over and doing it easily. Way too short. Very well fielded in the deep. They placed six fielders on the inside the ring for someone like Rohan Badwe and for Dr. Sunny Kamath, the field spreads a bit. That's better. That's good length here from Rajesh Chogule. Whether someone showed intensity or not, Rajesh Chogule has to show his ability with the ball. If can bowl three good overs, the captain will build some confidence in his teammate, and maybe he can get a bowl when the time comes. So far, I think he has done a good job. Just considered 9 runs of the first over, the best of the bowlers so far in the camp of the Dragon side. 8 gone, 76 for 1. Putting a man in the slips here. Omfort has been introduced. Now that is the field that we have seen Dragons using many a times. That's better here. Appeal. Was it an armor? The ball came back in, and I think was definitely on the front foot. Bat first, certainly. Looking at the sound, nicely clipped on the leg side. Very effective bowler. Uh, and you can ask him to bowl anywhere. You can ask him to bowl in the power play overs. You can ask him to just bowl after the power play overs or in the death overs, wherever in a situation where you require wickets, you can ask him to bowl. He's got a good armor. He also just tosses the ball and turns the ball away as a left arm orthodox one. Let's whack down the ground. It's the end of 9 overs, 78 for 1. Good over from Om Fateh. Sudesh Rane, experienced off spinner, has been brought into the attack to pick up a wicket here. At the moment, it's just 51 runs required at just around 4 plus runs per over. So lots of balls left, 61, 66 balls left here. Very effective bowler, Sudesh Rane. Picked up 3 wickets as well in one of the games. And not easy customer to be hit. Sometimes ball flights the ball, and sometimes pushes the ball in. Good variations. Relies heavily on his length. This time, just around top edge there. There's a fielder in the long on region. Ankush Patil is the quickest one around in this side. Can't get towards that. Definitely a ball that was supposed to be hit for a boundary or a six. Just miscued it. This time there is a fielder there. Once again, miscued shot. Well shot of the fielders in the deep. Another single. That is what he brings in. You feel that the ball is short, but I think ball just skids on a little bit quicker, and that's why the batter was little bit slow in hitting that pull shot, getting the top edge. You feel as a batter when you are facing him. I faced him 3 times. A very easy bowler to go against, but not an easy one. Relies heavily on the variations. You don't know whether it's a entire slow ball, loopy ball between the eyelid, flighting, or is going to push it in. And the run up is the same one. It just runs the same run up and pulls the variation at the last moment using his hands and the fingers. A good bowling here from Sudesh Rane. Very effective in a situation like this. And just the 3 runs in his first over, 10 gone, 81 for 1. Sunny Kamath is still going at a good strike rate, but when Rohan Badwe had come onto the crease, I think most of the strike has been taken by him than Dr. Sunny Kamath. Now the usual field set by Vaibhav Naik here for the Dragon side, because he knows he's has given a ball to Om Fate into his third over, who is going to just bowl exactly where he asked him to bowl. You always feel you need to have a left arm orthodox bowler. They are very, very effective even in international format. We see many of the left arm orthodox bowlers picking up wickets, especially even the likes of against the Indian batters as well, because they bring in the different angle into effect. Some do the leg spin in the orthodox ball, going away from the right-handers, and also that armour missed by the keeper behind the wickets, trying to sweep the ball. Just going to be a single. He uses the armour very effectively. I have seen many of the batters unable to pick up that armour from Om Fate. And as a bowler, when he entices and uses that angle, you feel that the ball is coming in when he's tossing the ball and it just goes away. So you got to pick what is releasing point is bowling the armour or the orthodox ball, the leg spinner. That has been taken. No, that was a chance. That was definitely a chance. Slashing it hard here, Dr. Sunny Kamath. And Mrunmayee Das, it is in the slips. Not an easy one. Came quickly onto him. Yeah, got a chance in the second and third attempt, but it just went down. This time he takes it. Fabulous delivery. If he's not taking in the first one, this is a classic left arm orthodox dismissal. The ball started from wide outside the off stump and he come into the forward defensive mode into the front foot and has been taken in the slips. Lovely piece of cricket, I must say, from Om Fate and the Dragons. And they got their second wicket. It's Dr. Sunny Kamath who hits back 83 for 2. In comes Rishabh Kukarkar. Two men in the short covers. That's the fielding that we see from the Dragons. We are used to seeing such sort of fielding from the captain Vaibhav Naik, and now I think he's getting into the active mode. It's good bowling, good defense here, coming onto the front foot. We don't want extravagant shots at the moment. It's just into his third over, so he's going to finish anyhow. Good spell from him. 8 runs and just a wicket. We'll like to pick up a wicket and finish off spell in a very high note. Trying to play across, not the best of the shot. Very well enticed. This is once again a fantastic spell from Omfate. 8 runs and a wicket. That marks the end of 11 overs, 83 for 2. So Devashish Bakshi has been replaced with the super sub Mrunmay Das, who has just picked up a catch in the slips for Omfate. And now left arm orthodox. They are going to tighten the screw here against the batters. Not going to be easy runs. That's better bowling. That's exactly how you need to bowl. They need to get the things a little tighter here. Not allow the easy runs for the batters of the Warriors. Let's see how Vaibhav Naik imposes the restrictions in the scoring on the batters. 4 fielders inside. And see the ball is not hitting anywhere. Dr. Rohan Badwe and Rishabh Kukarkar at the moment, they are into a dry spell, dry period. Feeling the pressure with 4 men very close to the bat. You can see wrong shot coming at any point of time. Where he's bowling at the moment. I told you wrong shot is coming at any moment of time. I guessed it well once again. Expose system, chipping down the ground and trying to play a shot in the backward square leg region. Knocked his stumps over. And the third wicket going down. That pressure of keeping the fielders close to the batters, not getting single in the first 2-3 balls, has brought to the dismissal here of Rohan Badwe. So 3 wickets down. And in spite of getting 70 runs as an opening stand, this batting is still struggling. So 45 runs required in 50 balls. You see there was a difference of 20 balls at one point of time. And now with a dry spell it was Rajesh Chogule who bowled a very decent spell. Then a good over from Sudesh Rane. Then finishing the first spell with just 8 runs was Om Fatte. And now Mrunmay Das has also started by picking wickets as well as no runs taken so far. In fact, a single run. Things are a little difficult here for score. The scoring chart has dropped down drastically by the introduction of the spin Sudesh Rane and Mrunmay Das. Super sub, immediate impact from him. Very good field, defensive as well as aggressive. Is placed a man in the deep extra, long off as well. So if they go for the big ones, there is enough protection there, and also there are enough men in the catching position. This is the way that you have to put pressure on the batters. End of 12 overs, 85 for 3. Sneak in a single. I think just cannot bog down. They cannot allow the dot balls, and it will create the panic in the dressing room. Things are not that easy. If the fielders are kept in such positions, it won't be easy to score. So someone has to go after one of the bowlers around and take some quick runs. I think Abhishek Goyal is the one who has got big abilities to score the boundaries. There's better here from him. So Abhishek Goyal and Rishabh. The missing Siddhit Raiturkar has had a very good couple of partnership with Rishabh Kukalkar in the middle. Very compact and technically, but I think during the auctions you have to convey whether you are available for all the games or not. I think Siddhit made available for maybe 3 games. Ankush Patil, flat throw. I still feel they can still make a match of this, the Dragons. It is not easy as you feel. Although it is 5.47 runs per over, I saw many a times this team crumbling under pressure off the bat. Never an appeal there from Vaibhav Naik. He's certainly going to go for 2 runs there. Definitely was a risky shot. I can understand, and the appeal coming from Sudesh Rane, more sort of excitement, come off the bat. So 2 runs added to the total. Having scored 70 runs and for the period from 70 to 88 is long time coming. It was in 7 overs they got that 70, and now almost we are into the 6th over after they got that 70. That's better shot once again. Are they looking for a couple of runs against Ankush Patil? Yeah, is very quick. The first important job is you should believe that every ball is going to come towards you, and you should be alert to the situation and not run around the ball, rather go towards the ball. And that is what quick fielders like Ankush Patil do. That's good try, but stopped by Mrunmay. Very effective left arm orthodox bowler. That's the reason why Vaibhav Naik and the management wanted him in the squad. They've got two left arm orthodox bowlers, and both are very, very effective, and both are different as well. Different sort of action, different trajectories. Om Fati and Mrunmay Das. He bowls somewhat slightly slower in the air, whereas Om Fati just gives a lot of revolutions and bowls slightly quicker compared to the pace that Mrunmay bowls. Mrunmay relies heavily on the wicket, and the ball sometimes skids on the surface, and you can play a wrong shot on that. Five fielders, in fact, six fielders inside, including the slip. 95 for 3. That's a shot. That's shot. There's a fielder there, and it has been stopped, but can't stop the couple. Can't blame the fielder. Very good shot, hitting against the spin and reaching close towards the pitch of the ball. You can see the area from cow corner mid wicket region towards the backward square leg region. So they are asking uh, Abhishek Goyal to go for the sweep, go for the slog, go in the square leg, fine leg region. This is very well left here. Very well left. He is the key man. If Warriors are looking forward to play the qualifiers and win that, in fact, eliminators, and looking forward for the qualifier to end in the finals, he is the key player. Someone like Govind Lotlikar gives them a start with Sunny Kamath, a steady start, and then it is the onus on Vrushab Kukarkar and especially Abhishek Goyal. That is going to be it. That is going to be the end of it. Went for the big one. Abhishek believes that he's still there. Quick stumping, keep glow work behind the wickets here by Vaibhav Naik. Yeah, looks to be very close. He was very quick in taking the gloves off. 98 for 3 is just another 31 runs required, but the balls are drying up as well. We have seen Dragons winning from a situation just like this one many a times. Having a look, the ball has been collected. So that's the out. Out is the signal. Quick glow work from behind the wickets. And Abhishek Goyal, that's not the shot that he wanted to see him. He should have stayed on the crease, the popping crease. And if at all the pressure comes in a situation like this, I think he has to steady the ship. But I think he has succumbed under the pressure and trying to go for the big one. A wicket here for Mrunmay Das, and courtesy of a fabulous glow work by the captain. 98 for 4 in the 14th over. Still 31 more runs to get and just 37 balls required. As a game still under control, and they've got Sudeep Fernandez. I think a right choice here, as the left-arm orthodox bowler is just into his first over, Mrunmay Das, and they've got a left-hander, so he's going to be in a better situation to handle someone like Mrunmay Das than the right-handed options. Right-handed batters always find trouble against the left-arm orthodox, unsure about the ball coming back in with the arm or going away. Oh, what a ball! What a start! The first over, he picked up one wicket and a wicket in the second over as well. 14 gone, 98 for 4, 31 runs required in 36 balls. So Sudesh Rane into his third over. One over for him, one more over from Nirmay Das. Om Fatti has finished his spell. Sudhir Sheth will be brought back at some point of time. What are the other spinning options? Is Vaibhav Naik going to bowl here and taking his duty off behind the wickets? It's going to be interesting. Very good drive. Rajesh Shogile has also bowled one over. They got Ankush Patil. I've not seen him bowling over here at the moment. So when is that option going to be tried by Vaibhav Naik? Certainly, I feel he's going to bowl Nurmai Das the next over. He's bowled really well in the first two, picked up two wickets, and they are finding trouble at the moment to pick up the ball from the hands. They are trying to pick him from the surface and have been bamboozled by that those deliveries. Good phase here, but go for a faulty shot here at the moment. That's better. Oh, they're not going for the single. And the ball is a good ball, and is the back of length. If he doesn't pick the right length, and he is going to be in trouble. Mix of caution, mix of aggression. Well balanced field, I must say. 100 for 4, 29 more runs required. 5 more overs to go after this one. The equation is coming to run a ball. That's because of the pressures, and that's because of the good bowling in the last 4 or 5 overs. So Mrunmay Das, six fielders still inside. Going for the big one. Oh, he was looking and eyeing for that mid-wicket wide long. Most effective if they can see him off. Still going to be their game to win. At 15 overs, they were 101, and in 7 overs, they were 70. So in 8 overs spent, that is 48 balls, they just managed to get 31 runs. And that's exactly that big hole in that batting lineup was seen. Once you don't rotate the strike, once you just hit the ball straight to the fielders, and the batters put under pressure by the batting and bowling and the captaincy of Vaibhav Naik and the Dragons, they were crumbling. They lost wickets and never built up a partnership after that first wicket partnership of 70 runs. Once again, in outfield, 4 men in the deep, 5 men inside, a man in the slip as well to the Desai. Having a word, I don't know for what reason. He is asking Vaibhav not to rant behind the wickets. Nicely bowled, very well played in the short term, and this is exactly what he needs to do. They need to counter him very well. He's a very good bowler, Mrunmay Das. He's already picked up 2 wickets. How effective this spell has been. The spinners looked very good. And even the spell from Rajesh Chogale, Swadesh Rane, Om Fate, Mrunmay Das have been really right on the mark and button. That's the reason why this game is still alive. 24 in 26. Just 2 balls left of Mrunmay Das at the moment. You need to see him off well. Yeah, very well played. Watchfully played. With soft hands. If they can see him off, they are going to see the medium pace bowlers around. Someone like Ankush Patil, where the ball is going to come onto the bat nicely. That's the strength that Dragons has. In spite of scoring just 128, I knew that they are going to give it a fight. And Warriors were absolutely no pressure. I don't know why they crumbled under pressure. They had to target someone like Sudesh Rane. And this time nicely swept away. Oh, this is lovely. Beautiful sweep. There's hands on the head of the bowler, but he was well in control. Clean strike, and the ball racing towards the fence for 4 runs. So 16 overs gone, 110 for 4, and just a matter of 19 runs to get in 24. So Adit Prabhugaonkar, surprised to see no Ankush Patil here. He's not a regular goer. Cracking cover drive. Marvelous from young sensation Rishabh Kukarkar. The Papa will be very happy with that shot. Right of the meat of the blade. Carpet shot. No risk whatsoever. Straight of the meat of the blade. And that is exactly what you need. You need a patience. You need temperament in a situation like this. you might find yourself in the same position, maybe in the qualifiers as well. I don't understand getting Adit Prabhugaonkar here. Maybe feels off spinners, and the spinners are the bowlers who don't bowl that much of pace are going to be effective here on this wicket. Ankush Patil can be sometimes very, very expensive and can bowl different lengths and lines. Maybe that thought has come into the minds of the captain. Just a matter of 15 more runs. Be patient, work out, work hard. Another single taken, and now Sudeep Faldesai. How well he swept that ball of Nurmadas, the last ball, picked it up, and it was heading onto the wickets. If he has not got a bat onto that, he will have been trouble, but he backed himself, and it times the ball crisply and places it very well. The ball just raced along the surface. Still fighting the Dragons. Stallions will hope for a hat trick here from Adit Prabhugaonkar. Driven nicely in the covers. They have countered this over very well. They got the runs that is required, and that is going to be the end of over number 1717 for two. Just 12 runs required in the next 18 balls. Now I think they will be much uh, comfortable and composed after that over from Adit. This time, this is in the air. This is an easy catch here in the mid-on region. So Ankush Patil has been brought, and the pace has done the trick. Well, he's looking at the bat. Certainly, I felt it was looking good up till that point of time. Now, I think that's the extra pace. The ball has come on quickly, and the bat has turned turtle in the hands while playing the shot, and that's why he has scooped the ball in the air towards the mid-off region. He has to go back. That's the end of wicket number 5, and the Dragons are still keeping them in this race. 12 required of the next 17 balls. The ball keeping low as well. Just putting the bat onto it. Amar Devidas has been sent here. Run out opportunity and they get a single there. There was never a single in it. One short midway. He just close to the bat. So Amar Devidas has come in to give company to Sudeep Desai. So it looks to be Ankush Patil who's going to bowl this over and over number 20. 11 runs required of 15. Very good driver of the ball. He loves to drive, and that's the reason why they want a protection in that area. Swift cover drive hitter, and he times the ball really well. Sudeep Desai never tries to hit the ball too hard. It's just all about timing for him. Oh, not the best of the balls. Not the best of the balls. The ball is racing towards the fence. It has been stopped here by Jayaprakash Kunde, looking for one more in the form of a throw, and he gets it. Good running by Sudeep Desai. He knew exactly who was the fielder. He picked the right fielder to go for the second run. Well, this is not the best of the balls here. That's the problem with Ankush Patil. He's been inconsistent. He need to make the better drive, and just outside the off stump with the pace that he has got. So many options come up when you bowl that length. Oh, fabulous drive. He likes to drive the ball. He is very good in that. And don't run for Rajesh Chogle. He's a very good fielder. They have got him into the side just because of his fielding abilities. He can roll his arm over a couple of overs here and there. But certainly one of the best fielders around, especially with the throw in the deep coming quickly. Just a matter of 8 runs now. 8 of 13. So Vaibhav Naik trying all the tricks in his sleeves to get a wicket, to put pressure on Amar Devidas. You can see there, appeal that to the main umpire, just hoping to get it caught behind. Good piece of glove work from the professional wicketkeeper and the captain of Dragons, Vaibhav Naik. Dot ball to finish over number 18, 121 for the loss of 5. 8 runs required in the next 12. Nicely played. Oh, now they get a single. Now they get a single. Oh, Mrunmay Das. Adit Prabhugaonkar is not amused by that fielding. He feels that fielders now need to be really on the toes, not fielding with the toes. Singles will do the job here for the Warriors. So I think there is going to be one boundary that is going to come from one batter. One boundary is going to ease this off for the Warriors. That's the one. That's the one I was mentioning. It was right in the slot. He loves to drive upishly, but he gets the boundary. Sweet timer and a sweet shot here from Sudeep Desai. That is, I think, the final nail in the coffin, not only for the Dragons, but also for the Stallions. It's just a matter of 2 runs here. And we are going to have a look at the overall net run rate of both the teams after they are going to finish off with the total. The target well within the reach of one shot now. One shot away. Just the 2 runs required. Dragons have certainly given a very good fight and putting the man in the catching position almost everywhere. Sudeep, this is a well fought knock. Yeah, nicely played. Should be getting a single easily. Now the scores are level. They are tied at the moment. Just one win away, 1 run away for almost qualifying into the qualifiers. 128 for the loss of 5. 1 run required. You see all men inside the 30-yard against Amar Devidas. This time they head in and win this game. And a boundary, no, they're just going to get a single run and a victory here for the Warriors. Started very well by the captain, the Warriors, and partnered by Dr. Sunny Kamath. But then came the middle phase where Dragons put a lot of pressure on the Warriors and kept themselves in the hunt of winning this game. Put a lot of pressure by keeping 6 fielders, Mrunmay Das, Boldwell, along with Om Fatte and Sudesh Rane. And in the end, it was the left-hander Sudeep Desai and a little handy knock from Rishabh Kukulkar as well to get them home. So they, in the end, win it comfortably. So that's it. Is the Warriors that are going to qualify as the fourth team with 0.073. What a slender margin between the Stallions and the Warriors. Minus 0.079 and 0.073. So we have got all our 4 teams who are going to head to the qualifiers. The qualifier 1 is going to be the Masters versus the Dragons, and the eliminator is going to be the Warriors versus the Tigers. And then the qualifier 2 and the grand finals on 22nd of December under lights. Requesting both the captains. Captains, match begin यार दोनों टीम जाए. Captains. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the post-match presentation ceremony here on the Sunday morning match, the first game of the day and the second last league game. Well, Dragons are winning the toss and opted to bat first. And it was very good bowling performance from the Warriors that dropped Dragons team 228 for 9. Once again, Captain Marvel of Dragons, another 35 plus in this season. Aditya Prabhugaonkar with a handy 23 and Yogesh Dalal chipped in with 16. It was Sunny Kamath with a couple of wickets at the beginning, and then Abhishek Goyal as well as Raghuveer Kukarkar chipped in with a couple of wickets. Warriors in the end, courtesy of Govind Lotlikar and Sunny Kamath, they gave them a very good platform, 70 runs in just the 7 overs. But still they struggled out in the middle overs, and then it was Sudeep Faldesai who stayed on the crease and got them home. Nurmai Das was the pick of the bowlers with a couple of wickets for him. Om Fate was very economical, and Ankush Patil with a wicket. In the end, Warriors qualified for the qualifiers and win by 5 wickets by just a slender margin. Now inviting our guest, today's guest, chief guest, Shri Rohit Mishra. I request Chairman, President of MCC, Yogesh Naik, to please escort Rohit Mishra, a businessman and MCC member and a very good cricketer at this time. Will be presented with a memento, a token of love by the President of MCC, Yogesh Naik. Welcome you, sir. Now it's time to have a chat with the captain of the Dragons, Vaibhav Naik. Well, there was hardly any pressure on you. You were already qualified at number 2 position. So, winning the top, was it to test your team?
Well, absolutely. We wanted to experiment our batting order. Secondly, there was also a scenario in the qualifier that if we lose the toss, Masters are sure to chase. So how we bat first, that was one of the scenarios which we were considering. And there were some batsmen who could not get a chance in the first 6 matches. And so we wanted to try this out.
Yeah, I saw that in the well, but didn't get the best of the start. You were given batting to the batters who had not got bats so far. Maybe you were trying them before the qualifiers. Not the best of the start, losing 5 wickets, but then you had to resurrect it along with Adit Prabhugaonkar, and then 120. It was not good enough total.
Well, it was just not good enough by a few runs, let's say a 10 runs. Yes, and we did try to give a chance. It was a slow start. Once you lose wickets, the momentum goes, and the dot balls put a lot of pressure. And you need an experienced batsman at that point of time to remove the whole pressure and counter attack at that point of time, which we did not have today.
And also, I think you missed Kapil Angle because he's very effective with that seam bowling in the first 2 or 3 overs that he bowls. So he's also missed. He's going to strengthen your order in the qualifiers.
Well, absolutely. With a marquee material like Kapil, the loss was felt today, and he bowls well. He is about to fire his cylinders. I am expecting that to happen in the finals.
Hoping to see a cracker of a match versus the Masters, the qualifier. Wishing you good luck, Vaibhav Naik. Now requesting with smiling and a happy captain today, the Warriors. I still remember dialogue of Amitabh Bachchan. आज खुश तो बहुत हो गए तुम.
Yes, I'm very happy today as we qualified.
Yes, and I think you were really happy to opposition winning the toss and putting themselves in to bat, and you were happy that you were chasing in this scenario.
Yes, I was very happy actually. In fact, if I would have won the toss, I would elected to field first according to the conditions. And yeah, still we restricted them good. Little here, there, little more extras this match, but we'll control it off. Otherwise, it would be we are targeted around 120, below 120. So it was like just because of extra here and there, 10 runs.
Composure so coming good. I feel certainly bowling though, and Sunny Kama. That combination is sorted out in the first 4 or 5 overs. So it is coming India, and they are getting you wickets as well. And you get early wickets, it always sets the tone. Spinners.
Yes, from past 3 matches, we have been working on the same combination and which is giving us results. So we thought of sticking with the same thing, and again today they proved it.
And once again, I think of getting a start that is 7 runs, you should not have faltered to take the game. Suddenly, the middle order was crumbling. You can and through the coming hard at you. You felt that middle order could have handled it better.
Yes, a bit like if they would just rotate the singles, then it would be very easy for them. So rather than that, so but still the bowlers also they bowled pretty well, and Vaibhav, like the fielding changes and all was excellent. So that helped them to restrict us, so which gave us a pressure.
Yes, and for your information, I am available. I'm free tonight for your party. And wishing you good luck tonight. So enjoy your time out. Versus the player of the game. A wonderful performance once again is Dr. Sunny Kamath. Picking up wickets, Dr. Sunny Kamath requesting you to kindly come here and collect your award from Rohit Mishra, our chief guest for today's function. Scored very good, handy 24 runs with the captain, and it was important to pick up wickets, and he picked up wicket of Debashish Bakshi, very first ball, and a wicket in the last over of his spell. Very effective. We'll be very happy today because this is the performance that any of the all-rounder will eye for. A wicket of the very first ball of Debashish Bakshi, and that sets the tone for you in the entire game.
Yeah, obviously, Debashish is amazing. Debashish sir is an amazing player. So if we allow him to stay on the wicket for long, then he can take away the game from you. So our goal was to give minimum runs in the power play and take as many as wicket as possible.
And you looked very comfortable in your role of bowling with a new ball and also coming up the order as an opener. So both the roles are fitted nicely, and you are gelling at the moment very well with your partners.
Yes, we've been trying hard for this initial combination. In first 2-3 matches, we were struggling to get this combination, but ultimately it worked for us. I chipped in as an opening bowler, and it definitely helped us to contain the runs. So I still believe that giving me as minimal runs in power play makes a lot of difference the rest of the course of the match.
Now it's all about a big game to play against the Tigers, the eliminator game. So lot at stake for your team and a lot of workout because they are also a fantastic side.
Definitely, Tiger has a good side, and we will be also working hard. We have some couple of days. We'll be practicing hard, and we'll come back stronger than today, and hopefully we'll qualify for the finals.
Wishing you good luck in the eliminator game, and best of luck and enjoy tonight. So now the time for one more award that will go in the kitty of the Dragons, the blue cap that sponsored by Bhav. will go to Om Fate. So requesting Om Fate to kindly come up and collect his blue cap from our guest Rohit Mishra. He is tied with 10 wickets, but I think he has got a better strike rate at the moment compared to other bowlers around. So blue cap in the camp of the Dragons. So that's it from the presentation ceremony here from Harish Kakurkar. We'll see you for the last league games between